Rodney Holman. It didn't take long for a young Michigan high school and wrestling great, Rodney Holman, to fall in love with the Crescent City and with the small class sizes of Tulane University. It was a change in scenery he not only cherished, but also flourished in the classroom and on the field. With offensive coordinator Lindy Infante bringing a pro-style offense from the NFL to Tulane, Rodney Holman would emerge as one of the great tight ends in Green Wave history. He set Tulane tight end records with his 135 catches for 1,512 yards. 47 of those receptions came in 1979 and are the most by a Green Wave tight end in a single season. Holman was part of a potent Green Wave attack led by quarterback Rock Hanna's, place kicker Eddie Murray, and wide receiver Robert Griffin. That group accomplished something very special when they led the Green Wave to the 1979 Liberty Bowl and the 1980 Hall of Fame Bowl, the only time in Tulane history that the Green Wave made back-to-back bowl appearances. There were tremendous matchups like the 1979 and 81 wins over LSU, a beating with John Elway at Stanford, and then one game that was special to Holman. In September 1980, the Wave went to Oxford to battle John Forcade's Rebels. Ole Miss was leading 24-23 late in the game. Tulane was driving, and Holman grabbed a Nicky Hall pass and rumbled down the sideline to set up the game-winning field goal. Tulane wins 26-24. With Lindy Infante as the offensive coordinator at Cincinnati, the Bengals selected Rodney in the 1982 NFL Draft. He selected jersey number 82 to match the year he was drafted, then went on to become a noted blocker and receiver. Over his 14-year career with the Bengals and Detroit Lions, Holman grabbed 365 passes for 4,771 yards and 36 touchdowns. Rodney also set a record for playing in 216 games, the second most by an NFL tight end. The 6'3", 240-pounder was named to the Pro Bowl 3 times and was All-Pro twice. Let's welcome to the All-State Sugarbowl's Greater New Orleans Hall of Fame, class of 2013, former Tulane and NFL great, Rodney Holman.
I used to walk up there.
Didn't he have a haircut system?
You have a lot of habits.
Wow. All the years, a few years playing in this place. We always played at 7:30, so it's kind of hard to get to be here at 6 o'clock in the day. So it's definitely an honor. First, I'd like to I'm truly humbled and honored at this point in time to accept this award from the Sugarbowl community, all state. I'm truly blessed by God for this occasion. I'm a Christian also. I also like to thank Renee Nato and the nominating committee for considering me for this recognition. I'm officially a Southerner, and the longer you gumbo with his fork, the easier it's slow now. Transplant from Ypsilanti, Michigan. I also like to thank Tulane University for the education experience. The coaches, Larry Smith and Ben Gibson, for instilling in me hard work and becoming the person and player that I've become today. Also like to thank some of my teammates, my player that played with me also as well. One sitting in the audience also today, over to my left over here. Like to thank them for the blood, sweat, and tears in practice that they shared with me. It wasn't easy most of the time. Like most people think they see the end result. It wasn't easy out there at that point in time. Like to thank the fans for the encouragement and the support out there as well. Also like to thank my parents, Eddie and Lois Holman, for instilling in me the spiritual and the moral values to be the best, rather as academics or athletics out there. I'd like to thank my wife, Sandra, 30 years of marriage, my children, Shayla, Rachel, and Ramar. and also share this honor with them also as well, and everyone that had touched my life throughout my career. Special thanks go out to Barbara McGrew, who introduced me to dirty rice. It wasn't something I could throw around on the ground. Also like to thank Clemence Tillison, who was a mother away from home, a person that gave me a key to her house. Ernestine Randolph, who always offered me a home-cooked meal whenever I visited. And Teresa Javery, who always had kind words to say. And in closing, I'd like to share a story with you. On the plane was 4 people. There was a diplomat, a bishop, a pilot, and a student, a Tulane student. As the plane took off, about an hour into the flight, they had engine trouble. There was 3 parachutes on the plane. So the pilot had one in his hand, he jumped. The diplomat, a Henry Kissinger individual, I think most of the older people out there don't know Henry Kissinger. Anyway, he went to negotiate, talking about how important he was to world peace, and he'd be the next one to have a parachute and jump also as well. Well, he grabbed a package, he jumped. While it was there, the bishop and the student, Tulane student, and the bishop asked him, "Son, have you given your life to Christ?" He said, "Yes, I have." He said, "Well, Bishop, you should have asked that diplomat. He just jumped on my book bag." I'd like to thank you.